I have to do this. Trust me, you don't want to do this, but I have to do this. I shouldn't, but we've done over this a million times. I mean, maybe you're right. Want to do this? Oh, here we go. You know what? Let me just see it, bro. You do this every time. Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't do this. Actually, you know what? Grab. He's trolling. If you get that back air though, that actually does well, it doesn't really confirm into a grab, but I have to spot dodge to stop you. If I try and like jab or something from there, I'm gonna get hit or I'm gonna get grabbed.
Oh, lower percents?
Yeah. Actually, it might even be true with this much rage as well. The triple, I'm actually insane. The triple down tilt for disrespect, that's actually crazy. The biggest thing for Inkling for sure is your combo game, or just Inkling's combo game, has to be like top notch. She doesn't have a ton of combos, but the combos that she does have, as far as like at an up throw, you have to go for them almost every single time. So if you're trying to get grabs and you're having trouble with it, like that's one of those things. I am baiting you with that, as far as like going for the double jump air dodge back, or like empty hopping in front of you, and I am pulling out a lot of grabs. So I don't mind that you want grabs. It's just the fact that I also know that you want grabs, so I'm trying to like abuse that so I can get more punishes, right? So in that case, I would rather see you be poking with your back air and trying to either knock me down, or using your forward air and knocking me down and getting tech chases with your roller. Your roller is basically it's almost a non-viable tool at higher levels of play unless you have your opponent in a tech chase situation, and the timing is very difficult because if I just lay on the ground and you hit me with a roller, I don't get buried. So you have to you have to really catch me slipping, and also be able to mix it up between roller and like run up down smash. Okay, because if I just lay there and I think you're gonna roller, you can typically run up and get down smash. And if I start to get scared of that and I start to go for like roll away or get up attack or neutral get up to not get hit by down smash, then that's where the roller can come out as well too. As far as having me off stage, you can go out there. If I have my jump, you can try and intercept my side B if I like go low, double jump and side B to the ledge, so you can like run off stage, then jump back up with a fair, right? So you can do something like this, like that, or you can also even just go like this as well too. And then the situation I'm talking about is like if I have to do something like this, so I go like this and then go like that. So if you see the side,
okay, so if you're kind of going lower,
yeah. So if I go low and then come up and use my side B like this, as my side B comes out, you can go like this, right? Or you can just run off and hit with a fair like that.
Can I force you to go low with this?
Not really. It's
higher?
too slow. Because the thing with that move too is it doesn't actually explode on impact. When it hits somebody, it explodes after 14 frames. Okay, so throw it at me. Let's just do like don't do the hard throw. Like see that?
Yeah.
So if you try and do that in the air, it'll never hit me.
Gotcha.
Right.
Even if it pokes you, you can still get away from it.
Well, do it again. Right? Like it doesn't interrupt my walk. Yeah. So if it doesn't interrupt my walk, it doesn't interrupt my jump. Right? I won't flinch from it hitting me. It just bounces off of me. Basically does nothing. It's the explosion that you want. So if you can throw it super hard, so basically whip it at me and it explodes before it hits me, then sure. But good luck with that. That's basically never going to happen since you can't cancel the move. And as you charge it, there's only one angle it really goes at when it's fully charged. Right? So as far as throwing it out there. So
it only goes super far, yeah.
Yeah. So also, it's a huge startup. You'll never catch me off guard with that. So your bomb is much more of a ledge trapping tool. You basically want to put it right here on the ledge, and then you can sit back. So if I happen to get onto the ledge and I don't get up fast enough, it'll hit me off the ledge. Or if I'm scared, I'll get up and I might shield, or I'll just get up and I'll try and jump past it. And then on top of that too, this is where it gets a little bit crazy. If you really wanted to as well, this is a really good spot to get your roller involved, because if you happen to, let's say, throw out your bomb and you're like down tilting here, if I get hit, let's say you go for get up attack and you shield, you grab me and throw me back off stage. If you put out another bomb, or you're going for like your down tilt right here, if you see that I roll, you can just side B on reaction and catch my roll.
Okay.
You can try and do it on, here's the thing, online, maybe not on reaction, okay? But online, I can say this. If you were to go for a read, assuming that I'm going to roll, and if I do roll, you just happen to go for roller and you catch me, that's great. But if I go for like get up attack or neutral get up or something like that, and you start your roller, you can just escape the situation and not get punished for trying it.
Gotcha, okay.
It's more committal, but once again, if you catch me, let's say if I'm at like 95, and you start your roller from right here, so what you'd want to do is you go side B, and then like jump and the air dodge down. So if you were to start your roller, you'd want to finish it off like this, right? So from that, and then you want to air dodge
Oh,
back.
sorry.
That's all good. Yeah, you want to go for that, then you want to air dodge back. So the reason why you want to air dodge back is to like get out of your jump as quick as you possibly can, get to the ground, and then get your up smash or F smash. Something like that. And that's a little bit of like conditioning / layering to say, okay, this is like why you would want to do a certain setup to get roller involved. You don't have to do that. It's more so just to say if you're going to use your bomb, you want to put it here, and that's just one of the ways that you can play off of your bomb. So another thing too that you could be using as far as your tech chasing is your jab. You have one of the most damaging jabs in the game. I think you might actually have the most damaging jab in the game. So if you want to, let's say if you knock me down with something, run up on me, and if I happen to roll away or you need to get up, just start going for jab. And your jab, it also has a multiplier too when it covers me with paint, right?
Yep.
So if I'm fully covered, I think it's 1.5 or 1.6 multiplier. So everything you do does more damage. Let's even just the damage itself. Okay, good job not grabbing right there because that would have been devastating. Bro, I'm actually bad. Oh my, that was a down smash. You would have caught me for sure.
Down smash would have?
Oh, 100%. Oh, grabbing in the corner. It's different. No. That was a super bad bomb pull on my part. You should have killed me there. Okay.
Ooh.
Snipes. Okay. Yeah, I deserve it. Good catch. Oh, I wanted this so bad. Okay. He's a madman. Yo, I'm different. I am different. Oh man. Yeah, you can't let that happen. That's crazy.
That was nice. That was pretty nice.
Oh man. But yeah, I've talked to him in the past about having those organic combos. That's something I've never done before. But it's a heads up play. You gotta be ready for that kind of stuff. That's one of those things too, for yourself as well. You have to just, whether or not you knew that was gonna happen, you should always think that the bomb could just explode, right? Whether or not I'm going to do it or not, you should think, okay, I'm either going to hold it so he can't detonate it, or I'm going to throw it so it's nowhere near me, or I'm going to leave the area so I don't die. Yep. Okay. Just a heads up thing for Link, for sure. I will say that not all Link players would do that, but if they are insane, then they just might.
For some reason, I keep thinking I can grab you in the air.
Oh no, that's never happening. Yeah, not grab. There, it's worth it.
There's a couple times where it looks like I grab people from the air on the platform.
If you're on the platform, so here's the thing, you can grab someone if they're right beside you. If they're in the air and you're on the platform, for example, then yes, you can get that grab, but also extremely hard to get that grab. Like, borderline impossible, and not even worth trying to do. You're much better off just going for something else completely.
So I think my biggest problem comes down to I'm trying to grab too much.
Oh, big time. That's one of those things that I was saying before, too, is I've been exploiting that just by jumping over top of you, right? Oh, my. That you could have got a grab there, and I missed that forward tilt. That's never going to happen. My nair is like -3 on shield. This also boils down to frame data as well, just knowing what you can and can't grab. I would say for the most part with Link, you basically can't grab any of his aerials. If I'm spacing them well, they're like -4, 3, or 6. I think fair 2 is -9, I want to say. Well, here's the thing, I have to space it pretty well. So if I do a horribly spaced fair, then sure, you can grab it. Like that you can grab too, but it's not an aerial. But if I do like up air, which I would never ever do, but if I somehow did up air beside you, I'm going to try and like get away from you. I'm going to run for my life. So if I make that mistake, then sure. But nair, fair, and back air, oh my. Yeah, oh my, I'm actually different. Grab, yeah. That move, like nair, is just, it's literally a meme. There's no shot you're going to grab it. Oh, I just didn't care.
Oh, what happened there?
I just had iframes on my getup. So in that situation there, I would have just picked up the bomb. Right? Just because you don't want to give me so much space to get back on stage.
Yep.
Grab. Okay. Oh man, the ultimate troll. I'm like, if he grabs right here, then this is death. Okay, yeah, this character's fine. That's totally fine. I didn't even. Okay, sure. I wasn't even close to hitting
What
you.
percent was I at?
The percent doesn't really even matter. How the heck did I hit you? Did you see where you were? You were at like
It looked like I was above you.
you were miles above. You were at like 90%. So sure, here's the thing. It's a strong move, but I really don't think that should have hit. That being said, I didn't make the game, so there is that. It's going to become more and more apparent as you become a better player, but also as you fight against better players as well too. Grabs, for me, if you go for a grab and you actually happen to get it, then this should be based on like a very good read on your part, or because your opponent made a huge mistake. Right, at lower levels of play, you can get away with just kind of going ahead and going for a grab, because a lot of times, like lower level players have either bad decision making, or bad spacing, or they aren't reacting with the best defensive options, so they just freeze up and they shield a lot. So you can get tons of grabs. At lower levels of play, you could probably get 10 or 15 grabs in a game, right? But at higher levels of play, if you get 6 grabs in a game, you're actually like a crackhead. Like that shit should never happen. It's extremely hard to get grabs. Right, and this is one of the things that actually, like, indirectly nerfs characters that thrive off of grabs, right?
Okay.
So, for Falco, if you are a, let's say, mid-level Falco player and you're playing against high-level players and you are just used to doing grab combos and that's how you do almost everything, then the character kind of is not that great. It makes it much slower. But at higher levels of play, as a better Falco player, you should be doing the falling up airs and down airs and getting drag downs and getting tech chases off of forward tilts. And then if someone makes a huge mistake, then you get your grab.
Okay.
So same thing for Inkling as well. So if you can knock somebody down and you know they're going to tech in place, then sure, get a grab right there, right? Or if you can get like back air into a grab and let's say they don't immediately spot dodge, then sure, you can get a grab right there. But to just think, I'm just going to dash back and forth and then like get a grab, it's probably never going to happen. Or just get a grab because someone's going to space on your shield poorly. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just grab them because this is like -7 and they're probably going to just shield so I can get a grab. That shouldn't be happening either.
So in that case, instead of going for a grab and they just land in shield, should I be trying to space something on them back or just kind of waiting for them to see what they do out of shield?
As far as like replacing your grab with something else, so not going for So yeah, realistically, like I said, if someone makes a mistake that is like very obvious, and the obvious mistake is misspacing something, throwing out a smash attack, throwing out a dash attack that doesn't cross up on shield, those are the things that you can try and get a grab. Like as far as like a guaranteed grab. If you make a read on something, like someone's going to, I don't know, dash in and you're going to catch them before the attack even comes out, then sure. But those types of grabs are still very hard to get. So if I'm like, let's say jumping around your shield, then same thing when you were playing Ness, you should be going for like fair out of shield there.
Yep.
Another thing you should be doing too, and this is like a passive thing, is you got to start learning your frame data against certain characters. And you don't have to memorize every move that they have, but you should know if they are tilt heavy or aerial heavy. Okay, so if my character, in the case of Link, very aerial heavy. All of his aerials are super safe, so I'm going to be throwing them out a ton. So if you see me throw out like a forward tilt, it's not safe at all. -12 on shield, right? Same thing, I'm not sure how minus down tilt is, but it's minus enough that you can get a grab. Same thing with up tilt as well. So if I throw out any tilt and they're not well spaced at all, then you can absolutely get that grab, right? If I'm constantly jumping in front of you like that, you can't grab that. There's no shot.
Okay.
Could have grabbed right there, probably. My up tilt was kind of okay space. That was a really bad down air on my part. I probably could have died from that, actually. Grab. Damn.
I thought you landed on my other side.
So my down air, if I bounce off your shield like that, you should just go for up air. You could even try, if you're really quick, you could actually up smash. I'm pretty sure I'm super dead. Not even worth mashing that. My movement, godlike? Oh my. That's walk up slowly and do nothing. You're absolutely right. Oh god. Could have fared every single time I did that, right? If you were thinking grab, it's good that you didn't grab, but if you could have fared all of that.
I'm definitely trying to think anti-grab right now.
So right there, when I missed that grab, that was a good grab to go for. I think I just killed myself. Yeah, unless.
Oh,
worth.
You got me too, though.
I'm different. Oh, he's dead. Oh. He's outie. Okay, F smash. That's gonna be it. I said it. Dang. Did you use your double jump there? I think you did. Yeah, you did. So that's one of those things too. And this is just like, I'm going to be talking about this in the masterclass. Cheap plug or shameless plug, I guess. But being able to recognize a situation like that as quickly as I did, as soon as the double jump came out, it's like, okay, here's a chance that something bad's about to happen. And as soon as the aerial came out, it was GG's. Right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know for sure that you were going to go for an aerial there, because if you air dodged, you probably would have survived. But if you came down with a back air or nair or anything like that, as long as my spacing around it is good, you can't immediately shield when you get to the ground, right? Because you're gonna have landing leg. Even if it's only slight, it's still enough for me to be able to recognize, okay, he has no jump, so he's gonna land close to me somewhere. And if you throw an attack as early as you did, even though it wasn't super early, it was early enough to see that it was something I could punish. Had you air dodged right there, I probably still would have gone for the F smash, just because I'm not sure what you're gonna do. I wasn't thinking defense there, I was thinking potentially offense. And I probably would have missed, but I was reacting to the fact that you're going to do something super close to the ground. As soon as anything comes out at all, I'm going to try and swing on you, as long as you didn't get behind me. Just something small, as far as like, that's going to be a movement thing for yourself too, to recognize, okay, if someone uses their double jump around you, you could be thinking bigger punishes as well, because they're going to either have to air dodge or they have to hit you, right? Or they're going to have to try and drift away from you. Depending on the character's aerial drift, they might have already screwed themselves by using their double jump and drifting towards you in the first place, and now they can't hold back enough to escape.
Someone like Simon or Richter.
Yeah, or Roy, or Wolf, or Mithra, or Fox. A lot of like the faster falling characters, but yeah, definitely Simon and Richter as well. If they like, their airspeed can be like, even like Little Mac, he's not really supposed to jump, but still, anyone who has fast airspeed is not necessarily the problem. It's more so characters that have very low aerial acceleration. Whereas like if they jump dash off the ground, they're quick, but once they've committed to a direction, they're going in that direction. They can't stop themselves. Right?
Yeah.
Floatier characters, like if that was like a Jigglypuff or a Yoshi or something like that, then you could have drifted around and you probably would have been okay. But yeah, that's just something you got to try and take into consideration when you're getting your punishes, but also looking at it from the perspective of yourself to say, if I jump in like this, I have to know that if I, let's say, get caught off guard and I have to, in quotations, waste my double jump, I should be thinking escape right now. Not like that. That was a very, very slight example of overextending on your part, because you came down still with your double jump, or after your double jump, and you tried to hold towards me.